That's a very big question. On the one hand, I think we all have to worry about peace in the world in general. That may sound strange, but given the circumstances we are having geopolitically between what is happening in the United States today, what is happening in China today, the conflicts we have in the Middle East, in Europe, but also in India, Pakistan, it's not so far anymore. I think there are many, many things to be worried about in the first place. That has nothing to do directly with Bali, but Bali is part of the world, and you see it every day because the people come to you, and often even the people who are escaping war and hardship elsewhere. I think this is something not to forget in the first place. We are living in very difficult times, in my view. We are living generally in very difficult times. Now, I also think that climate change is a major thing for Bali. And we see it already. If I look back, I said I came to Bali for the first time 25 years. It was a different weather then. Yeah. There's no question. You all know it. So things will change also due to this. Already getting yesterday, just from here to Denpasar, it was sometimes like being in a submarine because the water was so high in the streets. Right? So this is something also to be worried about, because your tradition is very much based on a harmonic relationship with nature. That's all what we are talking about also in the exhibition. There is one space talking about environment, rice field, because you're probably aware that the rice paddies in Bali are World UNESCO Heritage. It's World UNESCO Heritage. And there are many countries in the world growing rice, but not all of them have been listed at the World UNESCO Heritage. Obviously something very special is about the rice paddies in Bali. What is it? It is the water management. It was created 3,000 years ago and has never changed. Now, due to urbanization, that many land is sealed with concrete and asphalt, and climate change, water runs totally different from the past, endangering your own world heritage of the rice paddies. This is another very critical point. Now, as I said, I think, however, that in my personal view, I don't want to make politics here, Bali needs to have more autonomy in a certain way. I seriously believe that this is really a powerhouse of the whole Indonesia, right? There's a lot of income. The product being generated here is way over average. It's very high. And I think you don't get back from the central government as much as you produce. And in a certain way, I think more autonomy on how the resources being created here are used and for what purpose, that would be very important in my view for the country. And ironically, this was the same story 100 years ago when Walter Spies came here. The reason why he suggested tourism was that he hoped that the Balinese people would get more income and become independent from the colonial system. So it was already a means to become more autonomous. And interestingly, in 1937, and that's also what I'm featuring in the film, the Dutch administration reinstalled local regions and not kings, but the heads of Gianyar and the other regions were reinstalled. So in other words, it was given autonomy from even the Dutch in 1937. So in other words, this was already a major subject at that time. So in my view, if things would go on like this with the tourism and with the investment, so that everyone who has big money can come here and build something, grab land, things would be really very difficult. Would be really difficult. We see it already happening. And I think this is something only the Balinese themselves should decide. It should not come from outside. And maybe this is the most tangible issue of all of those which are mentioned.
Ya, menurut saya jelas